Dear student, in today's class I am going to discuss regarding the time response specification of the second order system. In previous session, I was discussing regarding the how to calculate the time response CFT for the underdamped system. Based on the damping ratio, the system can be classified into control system can be classified into four types. So undamped system, zeta is equal to 0, the damping ratio is equal to 0, then such a systems are called as a undamped system. If the zeta value or damping ratio value is greater than 1, then such a systems are called as a overdamped system. If the damping value ratio zeta is less than 1, then such a systems are called as an underdamped system. If zeta is equal to 1, then such a systems are called as a critically damped system. Here in today's class, I am going to explain time response specifications of the second order system. The time response specifications of the second order systems are these are the time response specifications. So these are the delay time, rise time, peak time, settling time. So and also the maximum peak overshoot. So these are called as a settling time. These are peak time. So delay time, rise time, maximum overshoot, and these are called as a time response specifications of the second order system. Now, if I consider the second order system for the unit step response, now this is the when I input the now this is the input of the system. Input of the system is the unit ramp. Then output is the output or response. This is the waveform. This is the output of the second order system. When I give the input as a step input, unit step as an input, then this is the shape of the output of the second order system for unit step response. So here, now if I input the unit step signal, the output of the second order system will not same as the input. Oh, now this is called as a C of t. Now this is the C of t value for the second order system, but input is step signal, but output is this is the shape of the waveform. Now this quotient when t is equal to 0 and t is equal to s, this quotient is called as a transient response. So now this transient response output time response consists of two parts. First one is the transient response and the second one is the steady state response. So actually we need to eliminate the, because this as after reaching the TS only, the output is same as the input. So actually C of t contains the both Ct of t plus CSS of t. The desired output is actually the shape of the desired output is similar to the same, this shape of the CSS of t is same as the input signal. This is the actually desired output. This is the actually the output, undesired output. Before getting the desired output, now this is the response of the system. Before getting output, the system oscillates. The output of the system oscillatory nature. Now these are the characteristics of the or specifications of the CT of the transient CT transient response. Transient, this is also called as a transient time response specifications of the second order system. Here the transient time response specifications of the second order systems are TD, TR, TP is called as a delay time, rise time, TP, maximum peak overshoot, and TS is the settling time. So these things are very important. Therefore, now what is delay time? Let us discuss one by one. What is delay time? The delay time means it is defined as the time required for the response to reach the 50% of its final value. Now this is the delay time. The point A represents the the delay time. Now, when t is equal to, here this point is called as a delay time. It is defined as the time required for the response to reach the 50% of its final value. 50% of the final value. Therefore, this it is defined as, in order to reach the 50% of the delay time is the time required to reach the 50% of the final value is called as a delay time. Delay time is, in order to get the 50% of the time required for reaching the 50% of this duration is called as a delay time. So it is the time required for reaching the 50% of the final value. This is one is the final value. In order to reach the 50% of the final value is 0.50. Now the A represents the 50% of the is a point represents the 50% of the final value. At this particular point, if I draw the line, then t is equal to this point is called as a TD. Therefore, the here the response at A represents the delay time. At A, C of t is equal to, what is the C of t value? So C of t, this is the C of t value, is equal to 0.50. When what is the t? T value is equal to TD. Now these things in examination ask you to find derive the delay time also, and as mentioned ask you to find out the explain the delay time, so rise time, so peak time, so setting time regarding these things. So you will get a questions also. Therefore, understanding of this particular time response specification is very important. So next one is the rise time. The rise time means what here? Here the rise time means it is defined as the time required for response to reach 100% of its final value. It is defined as the time required for response to reach the 100% instead of 50%, 100% of its final value. 100% of its final value. In figure B represent here instead of A, the figure B represent here B. Before writing, this is the point represents the B represents the rise time. At B, what is the C of t value? C of t value is equal to 1. The C of t is equal to 1. Now, TB is equal to TRO. T is equal to TRO. T is equal to TRO. Therefore, now what is the rise time? The rise time is called as a TRO. The rise time is nothing but the rise time. Rise time is denoted by TRO. It is defined as the time required for response to reach 100% of its final value. In figure B represents the rise time. Therefore, at B, what is the value of CFT? At B, what is the value of CFT is equal to 1. No. Therefore, here T is equal to TRO. Next one is the peak time. The peak time. Next one is the peak time. Next, time response specifications of the control system is the peak time. It is defined as time required for response to reach its maximum value first time. The time required for reach the maximum value. Now this is the point. Actually, this is the point. It is a time required. It is defined as the time required for response to reach its maximum value first time. In figure C represents the peak of this the first time. Is the time required for response to reach its maximum value. The C represents the C is the point represents the maximum point of the response. So maximum point of the response C of t at T is equal to TP. What is the C of t value? C of t value is equal to C max of T. C max of T. Now C of t is equal to TP. C of t is equal to C of t max. So this is called as a next one, maximum peak overshoot. Now next important time response specifications of the time response specifications of the second order system is maximum peak overshoot. Maximum peak overshoot. Maximum peak overshoot. Now this maximum peak overshoot. Maximum peak overshoot is denoted by the letters or symbol MP. It's also very important. So it is defined as a maximum response of the system over and above unity. Here, this portion is called as the portion above the unity up to the CPAX is called as a maximum peak overshoot MP. Now this is it is defined as the maximum response of system over and above unity. Over and above unity. Above unity. Now this is the definition of the maximum overshoot is defined as the maximum response of the system over and above unity. Over and above unity is called as a over. Now this is the portion above unity. This is the portion. This portion is called as a maximum peak force above unity. Now this is this portion above the actually this is the input. So this is the output. So above the input. The portion above the input is called as a maximum peak overshoot. So the maximum overshoot MP usually now what is MP value? Now MP value maximum overshoot is equal to C of t. C of t max. C of t max minus 1. No. C of t max minus 1. No. Therefore, now what is the C of t value? C of t max minus 1. No. Now what is the value of this? C of t max value is equal to 1 plus e power. Now what is the C of t max value? The C of t max value is equal to C of t max value. You should remember C of t max is equal to actually 1 plus this is the 1. After this is 1 plus e power minus pi zeta. Pi into zeta square root of 1 minus zeta square. Now this is the relation. No, 1 plus. Now if I substitute here, then this substitute here, and then C of t is equal to 1 minus 1 plus. So e power minus zeta pi into zeta divided by 1 minus zeta square. Oh, minus 1. Now this minus and minus gets cancelled. Therefore, MP is equal to what? MP is equal to e power minus pi into zeta divided by square root of minus whole square. Now these two relations are very important. So peak time Tp is equal to pi by omega d. Second, MP is equal to by solving the problem. We should remember this expression. Tp is equal to pi by omega d. MP is equal to e power minus pi into zeta divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square. Oh, these relations are very important. So next important specifications of the time response specifications of the second order system is the settling time. Oh, now this is the settling time. Settling time. Next important time response specifications of the control system is the settling time. The settling time is defined as a time required for response to reach and stay within plus or minus 2% to plus or minus 5% of its final value. Of its final value. Now this D represents the point of D represents the time, settling time. Now what is the expressions of TSO? The TS is equal to 4 divided by the 4 divided by zeta into omega nr W of n. Now next I'm going to discuss how to derive, how to calculate the TS value, what is the expressions for rise time, what is the expression for the rise time, what is the expressions of delay time, what is the expressions of peak time. So how to derive the peak time, so how to derive the maximum peak output, how to derive the delay time. I'm going to discuss regarding these things. Expression for peak time. Now how to derive the expression for, I will show you how to derive the expression for peak time TP. The TP value is equal to, actually TP is equal to 5 by omega D. What is the value of, how to derive this value. Now consider the second order system. The time response of a second order system, second order underdamped system to unit step input is given by, this is the standard equation I have derived in the previous classes. So C of t is equal to 1 minus C power zeta omega n into t cos of omega dt plus, this is the expression. So here W of n and omega d are the constant. This is constant, this is also constant. The output C of t, the time response C of t depends upon the t only. Therefore, the maximum value of C of t occurs. For C of t to be maximum, what is the condition? The condition is C of t. The condition is d by dt of C of t is equal to 0. For C of t to be maximum, the condition is differentiation of d by dt of C of t is equal to 0. Then you will get the maximum value of C of t. Therefore, differentiate this entire equation with respect to t. Therefore, here in the right hand side, left hand side is equal to 0. Here d by dt of C of t is equal to, now this is the, what is the value of differentiation? This is the constant. Now this becomes 0. Therefore, apply the UV rule. Therefore, here e power zeta omega nt is the into differentiation of this entire quantity, and then again plus this quantity into differentiation of this quantity. Go for applying the principle. Therefore, e power zeta omega nt into differentiation of this quantity is minus sin omega t and again omega dt plus this quantity into differentiation of this quantity. This is constant to sin omega t is cos omega dt, and again this omega t in differentiation of with respect to t. This is omega t. As this omega d gets cancelled. Oh, similarly, the differentiation of this quantity into differentiation of this quantity is over. Oh, now this quantity into differentiation of this quantity. This quantity, this is the quantity of this, and differentiation of this quantity is e power zeta omega nt into minus zeta omega, and differentiation of with respect to t is 1. No. Now, if I simplify this particular expression, so then what will be the gives the final value of TP. I simplify this expression, so then after multiplication and simplification, this term and this term gets cancelled. The remaining term is it minus WD sin omega t minus zeta into omega n square divided by WD sin of omega t. If I multiply both the side by minus, therefore this become positive. The omega into sin omega t plus zeta into omega n square omega d sin omega t is equal to 0. If I take this term outside, The remaining term is omega t plus zeta omega n square divided by t. Now this is equal to 0. Therefore, sin omega dt is equal to 0. Therefore, if I take the, if I want to calculate omega dt, then we go for taking the sin inverse of 0. Sin inverse of 0 is pi e comma 2 pi or 3 pi or 3 pi e. After sin of omega t is equal to sin inverse of 0. Now pi comma 2 pi comma 3 pi, by considering least practical value, omega dt value is equal to pi only. Therefore, t is equal to pi by omega t. Tp is equal to, therefore Tp is equal to, when t is equal to Tp, omega pi into omega t. Now this is the condition for C of t to be maximum. In order to get the C of t maximum value, now what is the value of Tp? What is the value of t? T is equal to Tp. Then only Tp, that value is equal to pi by omega t. This condition only C of t to be maximum. Now I'm going to derive another expression. Important expression is expression for peak time is over. Next expression for rise time. Rise time. Expression for peak time, Tp. The peak time is the time required for, not peak time, is the right time. Next time is the rise time. Expression for the rise time. Rise time. PR. Rise time is the time required for the response to reach the 100% of response to reach the 100% of its final value is called as a TRO. When C of t is equal for unit step input, t is equal to TR, C of t's value is equal to, what is the, when t is equal to TR, C of t is equal to, what is the value of C of t is equal to 1. No, we know that C of t, the standard time response of the second order system, underdamped system. Second order underdamped system, C of t value is the, this is the value. When t is equal to Tp, C of t is equal to 1. No, therefore you have to substitute 1. Therefore 1 is equal to 1 minus e4 minus zeta omega n into TRO divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square rho sin of omega t into TR into theta is equal to, now omega sin of omega d TR plus theta. Now this one and this one gets cancelled. That this quantity is equal to, now here the next one is, therefore this entire, this quantity, when this and this gets cancelled, therefore this is equal to 0. Therefore the next step, now this is equal to 0. Cross multiplication, then sin of omega d TR plus theta is equal to 0. If I multiply 0 with this and cross multiplication, this term gets cancelled. Therefore, this is equal to 0. Therefore, the fact, what is the value of this is equal to 0. This is true. This is true only if this value is equal to, this is true only if omega t TR plus theta is equal to n into pi. This condition is true only if omega d TR plus theta is equal to n into pi, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Therefore, what is the, I want to calculate this TR. Therefore, I want to calculate TR. Therefore, what is the, how to calculate TR? Omega t TR is equal to n pi minus theta. Therefore, TR is equal to n phi minus theta divided by omega d. For n is equal to 1, therefore for n is equal to 1, this is the expression. So now this is the expression for rise time. This expression is needed for while solving the problem. In the next session, I'm going to discuss regarding the examples on time response specifications of about the time response specifications and also the time response of the second order systems. Thank you for listening.